Welcome to another edition of Dad's Divorce Live. I'm Sean Garrison, your host and editor of DadsDivorce.com. Today we are joined by Jesse Boring, who recently created an online program to help children cope with the harmful effects of divorce. Thank you for joining us today, Jesse.
Yeah, thank you, Sean.
Jesse, can you start by telling us about how you came up for the idea for this program and just kind of walk us through the development process?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I was a student, a doctoral student at Arizona State University, one thing that became really clear to me was that psychology, the field of psychology does have some really helpful programs for people in all areas, but it's hard for those programs to translate from the academic environment to the real world. So there's all these great programs, but no one's actually using them. So I had the idea of creating an online program so that we could take the best information that we have and then put it out to the world. And the divorce piece actually came in because there at Arizona State, there's a really great prevention research center that has wonderful people working on divorce. I was really lucky to work with Erwin Sandler, my advisor on the project, who's just like tremendously prolific and really knows a lot about intervention with families from divorce. So that was like sort of a natural fit, sort of like, and I just wanted to take the sort of the best information, sort of the state of the art programs, and then put them out in the world where people can actually use them.
Absolutely. And while you were working on this, you said that you researched other programs to learn what the best practices were to help children through divorce. Can you tell us what you learned there? What are some of the best strategies that other programs use, and how did you kind of try to implement them into your own?
Yeah. So there's really, when I looked at it, there's really three evidence-based programs for children of divorce or from disruptive families. One of the programs actually was for parental bereavement, but all of them shared that common trait of being for children who have family disruption and that have real evidence, randomized controlled trials to show that they work. And so then, I sort of took those and took a look at what were the skills that they all had in common, and they really did share a lot of the same skills that they were building, a lot of the same information they're sharing. So, what I want to do is sort of take those things and then reimagine them for an online environment, because it is a very different, the group format is very different from an online format, and what's engaging in one isn't engaging in the other. So, the skills though themselves and the information, it's really 4 or 5 things. One of them is feeling recognition. A lot of times kids, they have these strong emotions, but they're not necessarily recognizing that they're mad or that they're sad, and really why that's happening. And so it can help them to sort of understand, what are the emotions that they're feeling, and why might they be feeling them. So that's one piece. Another piece, communication is a big thing. Learning how to make appropriate statements when you have conflict with someone, or when you want to ask like a request. For example, for a parent, one of the things we do is walk through how do you talk to your parents about something that you want or a problem that you're having? And we actually walk the kids through step by step, creating a statement that they then, in the home practice, say to their parent, so that they can start to have this conversation with their parent. And actually, we did have a few parents who said that the first time their child ever talked to them about the divorce was after they went through the program, and it was part of this assignment to use those communication skills. So communication skills is another one. Problem solving is another big one, and let's see. Oh, and we call it positive cognitive restructuring, but it's really just sort of like taking a look at some of the hurtful thoughts that you have, and evaluating them and see whether or not they're really the most honest thoughts, and to make sure that kids aren't catastrophizing some of the divorce events. So yeah, those are really the big ones.
Absolutely. And now the program's lessons are divided into 5 different modules. You touched on it there a little bit, but can you elaborate on, I guess, just the type of exercises and activities that children are kind of go through in the program?
Yeah. Yeah. So, one of the big things is, online programs, generally speaking, aren't very good at keeping people engaged. I don't know if you've ever gone through like an e-learning thing or something like that, but they're usually terrible. So, part of the thing with Codcod I want to do is make it not terrible. So there's a lot of interactivity. There's videos, there's audio with animations. There's video games that are both. There's video games at the end of each module that basically, at the end of each module, the kids, they choose a home practice to apply the skills that they've learned in the program to their real life. There's a quiz to test the content, that they've gone through, to see how well they're picking that up. And then we take their score on the quiz, and then they use that to buy advantages in like a different video game at the end of each module. One, to sort of give them something to look forward to, but also to motivate them to do well on the quiz. Um, so so yeah, we're doing a lot to try to like take those skills and put them embed them within a bunch of different activities that lets them practice the skills, but also sort of motivating and engaging for them.
Absolutely. And where should a parent go if they're interested in learning more about the program?
Yeah, so our website is www.codcod.com. So it's cod-cod.com. So yeah, www.cod.com. That's for Children of Divorce Coping with Divorce, the tortured acronym. Yeah, there's lots of information there on how to enroll a child in the program, and also some of the evidence for the program and just what it's all about.
Sure. And is there anything else you'd like to add, Jesse?
Well, I was thinking there were two things I was thinking that I'd like to add. One is, if there are parents out there who are going through financial hardship, certainly divorce is often a period of financial hardship. We don't want that to stop anyone from enrolling their child in the program. Originally my idea was to give it away for free because I just wanted to get this stuff out into the world. That didn't work because you really need marketing to kind of like push it out into the world. But we've had many many parents who emailed me the emails on the website to say like, oh, I can't afford $50. Can you do 10 or can you do 20? And we're always happy to do that. So I don't want any parent to hesitate and let money stand in the way of their child going through the program. And then the other thing I was thinking about was just that I get emails from parents sometimes about asking what they can do for their child to better help them adjust to the divorce. And there's really three main things, the three big things that research tells us are important are one, the relationship with the father. So just, building that relationship and making it as high quality and spending lots of quality time as best you can. Two, the relationship with the mother. So supporting the other parent and supporting their child and having that good relationship with them. And then three, reducing parental conflict. And that's the biggest one kids say over and over in the program, in other research. They say that the conflict between their parents, that's the biggest thing, that's the biggest hardship they go through. So reducing that as much as you possibly can is probably the biggest single thing you can do to help your child through the divorce. So I just thought that's, yeah, those two things I think are the things I thought might be good to add.
Well, thank you so much for the time today, Jesse. We really enjoyed having you here on Dad's Divorce Live.
My pleasure, Sean. Thank you.
You can find many other articles about helping children cope with divorce on DadsDivorce.com. That'll do it for another edition of Dad's Divorce Live. I'm Sean Garrison, editor of DadsDivorce.com.